Man, I feel bad for this guy now.
No, I have to. I have to shut the game down.
No!
Have to.
No, no, no!
I have to.
No! Don't! No! Oh god. Oh god, no. Don't shut the game down. Please. Please! No! I'm alive! Okay, well this is creepy.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still
Yes,
here.
you are.
Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground.
Oh,
What, did you
no.
think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard.
What happened?
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story
What just
first.
happened?
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What the hell? What just happened? Was that supposed to happen?
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
Oh god!
Behave exactly as Stanley would.
It happened again.
That means
What's
choosing
going on?
responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Is this
All
supposed
right.
to happen? I don't know. I'm so
When Stanley
mindfucked right
came
now.
to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
The right. I want to go through the right one.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
What?
Behave
the
exactly
fuck
as Stanley would.
is going on?
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
All right, I'll go through the left one then, I
When
guess.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, fine then. Fine then. You stupid narrator.
Yet
All
there
right.
was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with a coworker? Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passive aggressively on other coworkers. Resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slides has a slick blue graphic in the header and throw some babble on all the text. This will ensure fuck. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Can I see more? There you go. Number of slides on this slide. Slides, charts, and this is the weirdest thing. Rate at which charts in the same slide. Rate of increase in graphs per slide. Please no more. Please. What? On your boss, appreciate minutes work. Top 20 things you love about. What are your dreams for the future success? Nature, transcend lunch. Less air? What? Clear skin, pollution. Tips for not getting fired. Talk less. Do unbelievable amazing all the time every day with no exception for promotion and recognition. Don't get fired. Okay. So it just goes over the loop. Oh shit! That door scared me. I don't know why. Broom closet.
Coming
Alright.
to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh wow, this is fancy. No more locked doors. There's no stuff
Stepping
here.
inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Okay, how the hell do I do that? Click on it. How the fuck did I do that? Shark 115.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Alright. Night Shark 115. Night Shark 115.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear
I'm
me,
trying,
did
you piece of shit.
Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Please speak clearly into the receiver. Night Shark
Okay,
115.
fine. You're not going to do it?
I'm trying!
What? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do.
No!
I asked you for this one single
trying.
thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
And...
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors,
What?
he entered the door on his left.
that-
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice.
The end.
I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important.
What
Story
the
needs
fuck
you.
is
You
going
need to make a
on?
decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice
Why
you
are
make,
there
just
credits
fine.
on my
Don't
screen?
feel that You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
What the fuck just happened? I don't... And we're back here. What?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wait, are we... I'm so fucking confused. Why did the game start over again? Did the game glitch? Or something like that?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, let's go on through the one on the left this time, I guess. So confused on this whole thing. Alright, so that takes us right
Yet
here.
There was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What if I go downstairs? What you gonna do now?
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy.
Yeah,
and then
it's
something
true.
occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley
Wait, what?
pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last,
What the
he came
fuck?
to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above
Oh, wow.
the ground.
Oh, shit.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It
Oh,
was
man.
so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the
Exactly.
voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all
What?
very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
Uh-huh.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
Okay.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Okay, and it didn't work.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, let me out. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.